I'll call this open standing committee on finance meeting to order, today being January 13th. Remind folks that there's a live audio video feed is being broadcast and recorded via Zoom and is available on the Town of Golden YouTube page. I see that we have Councillor Dale attending remotely. Councillor Hambrook is not available at this point in time, but we have the rest of council around the table along with some senior staff. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the land in which we gather as a shared ancestral, traditional, and unceded territory of the Tonaha and Secwepemc people. Golden is also home to the Métis Nation, Columbia River Society, and other diverse Indigenous heritage. We're grateful to have the opportunity to live and work and play on this territory. Council will move on to item 2. Ms. Seville, are there any late items?
No, there are no additional late items, just the reports that came to you today.
Thank you. So with that, council will move on to the adoption of the meeting agenda as presented. Looking for a mover, Councilor Guido, seconded by Councilor Routley. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried unanimously. In council, we have the adoption of the minutes of the open standing committee and finance meeting that was held on December 17th, 2025. That's like last year. Looking for a mover of those minutes. Councilor Manuel, Councilor Routley. Council, any errors or omissions in those minutes? Seeing here none, all those in favor of the minutes as presented? Opposed? Carried unanimously. And councilors, are any business arising from those minutes that we aren't dealing with today? Seeing none, we have no delegations presentations. We move on to reports. And we have the Chief Financial Officer, Ms. Brown, with some draft 2026-2030 operating budgets for discussion. Ms. Brown, I'll turn it right over to you.
Thank you, Mayor Rosist. The first document that we can discuss is actually the 5-year financial plan revised schedule. So we have the January meetings on this new schedule, and there have been a few adjustments to the timing of the financial plan bylaw, and now the tax rate bylaw information has also been included. So due to the fact that we've got a few competing communications pieces, one regarding, I believe, the OCP, and then furthermore, the financial plan, we've bumped it back by approximately a week or two, just to make sure that the public has enough time to digest both of those items more completely, as opposed to sending everything out at the same time. So the financial plan bylaw, the initial draft presentation will be on February 17th at SCOF. And then there is the regular open council meeting on the 17th as well, where we'll do the budget book release and the public consultation release. And down below, you'll see that the tax rate bylaw is up for discussion starting on February 17th as well. And then all must be reviewed and adopted by the April 21st deadline. So I'm just looking for council to review and ensure that there are no surprises with those SCOF timelines, as well as the regular open council meeting, and that the schedule as presented will be sufficient for the needs.
Thank you for that. So, excuse me, my takeaway is the add-on is February 17th at 10 a.m. for a SCOF meeting, and March 17th at 10 a.m. for a SCOF meeting. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Thank you. Council, any conflicts, concerns? And both those days are days of regular open council meetings, so just getting in a little bit earlier and working a little bit harder. Okay, thank you for that. Seems like that was smooth sailing.
It did, further context, it did push back the financial plan bylaw adoption from April 7th to the 21st. But again, it was in time on one of the existing ROCMs, a regular open council meetings, so shouldn't cause too much scheduling difficulty.
Okay. Okay, now that I have those noted for myself in my handy dandy high-tech little black book. So we can move on to the other items of discussion for tonight, this afternoon, this evening, whatever it is.
Today.
Today, I like that. Non-generic, very generic statement.
Thank you, Mary Roses. So we will start with the Protective Services draft financial plan for 26 to 2030. Online, we do have the Director of Protective Services, and he will likely be far more eloquent in discussing some of these items. I will go through it initially and then allow him to weigh in with information as we go. So the first one is bylaw services, which is a function that is directed by the Director of Corporate Services and Communications. So there are no major changes as compared to the budget from 2025. There is approximately a 5% increase in contracted and general services. But overall, for the bottom line, there is only a 1% increase from budget last year to budget this year, which is now this year, so 2026. The project, the animal bylaw education that was slated for 2025 has been moved to 2026. And so you will see that budget move forward. There were no expenditures in 2025. And so that remains on the books for the current year. I'll stop after that one and just see if there's any questions regarding the bylaw services budget.
Council Gill will start off.
I just have a question with regards to 2027 with the increase in the dog kennel facility.
Okay, so regarding the dog kennel facility, there are some planned expenditures. And I'm just gonna note that this is mostly within materials and supplies, and then some staff time as well for renewals of the facility.
Thank you for that. Any other questions?
Mine was also around the dogs, like the kennel. What is the expenditures for a regular like what are we paying for the kennel? Just power, or what is, and what's the 4% even increase? I did note the 16,000 big jump, but what is just even the 4% increase for?
Ms. Brown?
Thank you for the question. So 2132, I'm just going to get these descriptions up so I can be more specific with you in terms of those. So it is in 2027, it is contracted services as well as the materials and supplies that has significantly increased it, but the slight increase would be due to insurance going up, as well as just an overall hydro and utilities went up. And nothing major. I would say 3 to 4% is relatively average. And therefore, in this case, the 5% for contracted and general services in that year is probably just rounding at such a small number.
Okay, thank you for that. Any follow-up? No, I'm seeing none. Any other questions? I'll go with the couple that I have. Contracted services under operating expenses. Wild Safe. Do we receive any grants for the Wild Safe program?
We do not.
Okay, thank you. And do we know if the electoral area contributes to Wild Safe?
Not at this time.
Thank you for that. And if I recall, the provision of the services to Golden and Rural Golden, is it not? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that.
I believe you're correct.
Okay, thank you for that. Councilor Manuel?
We provide services provided to both Golden and Area A. Does Area A contribute?
I do not.
I
They,
don't believe so.
they do not, and there are no grants for the program, so that may be a conversation we need to have with the electoral area director. Be Wild Safe. It's a small budget item, but it all adds up. I think those were the questions I had with regards to bylaw services. With that, we will move on to flood protection. Cited for
Excellent.
it.
So flood protection, really exciting stuff. We are protecting the town from flood and managing the dike infrastructure. So there are some contracted services that go into this as well as general materials and supplies. It's a relatively limited budget, but there are some projects that need to be carried out on a cyclical basis. You'll see down below that there is some SCADA computer replacement, a sediment survey coming up, a dike crest survey, as well as regular maintenance of the ice monitoring system. To maintain the budget at a more steady rate, there has been in 2029 a contribution to the road operating reserve for dikes in order to ensure that we have some funds for the future for these ongoing types of projects.
Okay, thanks for that. Any questions, Councillor Manuel?
Can I assume that the sediment survey is looking to see how high the sediment is built up in the bed of the river?
Mr. Cochran?
Yeah, through your worship, that's correct, Councillor. We've historically done sediment surveys on an approximate 3-year cycle. So we're just coming up on the 3rd year, 2026, to do that.
Follow up?
And this isn't exactly the same, but I mean, I have wondered, we're seeing we're seeing a lot more floods throughout the province and the country. Do you know if the province, I mean, we are at the standard right now, I think 1 in 200 year level plus 0.6. Do you know if they consider that, whether that's going to be adequate in the future? I don't know.
Mr. Cochran? You able to respond?
Through your worship, I'll just correct my previous statement. Sediment survey is actually 2027, sorry. But with respect to your question about recommended dike heights, I haven't heard anything to date about raising 0.6 beyond the 200-year flood elevation. We will, though. We've got consultants for the river, and certainly they'd let us know if there was a change in provincial regulation that way.
Thank you.
As an editorial comment, I've come to understand that in those years when there's higher runoff, there in fact may be scouring as opposed to depositing of sediment. Just thought process. Any other questions with regards to flood protection? Councillor Cooper?
This computer replacement, I thought when we talked before about computer replacements, that was coming from a reserve. But so when it's showing the 39,000, is that pulling from a reserve or is that an additional charge right now?
Ms. Brown?
So down below the 39,000, you can see a transfer from the road operating and the equipment reserve of $15,000 each to partially fund that particular project. Over time, I'm trying to reduce the reliance on the reserve and make the budget what it actually needs to be to carry out these projects on a cyclical basis. And so in the first year, you'll see we drew 30,000, in the next year, 15, the year after that, 12.5. When we're able to, I'm going to contribute to that road operating dike reserve. And then in the final year, 75, just to smooth the expenditures as we go, and hopefully eventually only have a line that says transfer to the road operating reserve so that we would have a little bit of balance room for when these projects do come up. But the majority of it coming from taxation as it should.
Okay, thank you for that. Any follow-up? Okay, Councillor Guillaume?
Are these reserves coming from like community building fund, gas tax, or is this all taxation that's doing this? Is there any other way we can?
Ms. Brown is nodding her head, yes.
Oh, my
Can we
apologies.
can we fund this through grants? Is there grants available for the SCADA replacement?
Ms. Brown?
I'm uncertain at this time, and on this notice for the 39,000 for 2026, that would be possible. And I'm also not sure in terms of the level of work compared to the amount of funds received, that would be a sufficient expenditure to warrant the management of that particular grant. But it's certainly something we could look into and attempt. In some ways, though, those reserves have been set aside through that taxation in order to be able to afford these types of projects.
Thank you for that. Any follow-up?
No.
Councillor Manuel?
Looking at this ice monitoring system, 28,000, but not for a few years. Is that expected time level, or sorry, the expected length of time that we would expect this system to be functional or reliable?
Mr. Cochran?
Through your worship, a couple things. We do intend to do some ice monitoring system maintenance in 2026 under the regular operating budget. But the line item that you see occurring in 2030, well, the system is about 5 years old now. It's been operating for about 5 years, and it's reaching a point where it's requiring more maintenance. The SCADA computer replacement's an example of that. It's a rack system, so it's in our server room. The probes in the river, they require periodic replacement and calibration. The control panels that are out in the community, same thing. So to your question, yes, that is an intended package expenditure. It's going to occur about every 5 years as we keep and operate the system. We have had some internal discussions about the system overall and the value of it versus what we see occurring on the river. So it's entirely possible that staff will be bringing a staff report forward in the future about that system. Perhaps there's other uses for it.
Thank you. Any follow-up?
Just a brief one. I was just wondering, the information we get out of that system, do we share it with any other government body or anything like that? Does anyone keep track of these things?
Mr. Cochran?
Yeah, we've got there are provincial staff members that are able to access the system and look at it. So they're monitoring it as well as us. We do monitor it. We've got we've amassed considerable information from the system, generated by the system over its life cycle so far.
Thank you.
To inform future planning.
Thank you. Any other comments, questions? Actually, I'll use this one as an example. It's a small file or a small line item type of thing. So you look at the bottom right quadrant, and in 2026, we're taking $30,000 from reserves, putting it into projects, into the service. 27, 15, 28, 12, 5, then in 29, put money back into reserves from taxation. So, I mean, this is a good example of the process that we do to, as Ms. Brown said, to kind of ensure that the taxation levels aren't jumping all over the place, that there's some steadiness to it. So we're able to contribute on an ongoing basis to these reserves, so we have a lump sum of money to be able to deal with the one-offs or the ongoing operations that we need and are scheduled to do. So this is a good example, I think, for the public to have an understanding of why we collect money for reserves. The other option is to just tax on that particular year, and then we see people coming and talking to us about their taxes going up, and then they went down. They'd want them to stay down, but they'd go back up the next year because we need to do something else. So I just thought this was a great example of that budgeting process for the general public. Thank you. I guess we're moving on to fire department.
The fire department. So within the fire department, we've got currently a CRI Fire Smart grant that is funding our Fire Smart program. I believe The 26 and 27 has been confirmed. For the out years, 28 to 2030, I've put it in as revenue as well as expenditures, just for the stability of those expenditures. It is yet to be determined, but in all hopes, we will continue to have that. Revenue from grants remains relatively stable. This is a THARP grant for the high angle rope rescue, I believe. And then service agreements, the acting director of protective services has been able to renegotiate a contract. And the percentage increase is about 1,000% in terms of what it was to what it is now, which has enabled the department to further support the increased training required to remain adequately prepared for all of the emergent situations that occur in the town of Golden. So you will see as a result, there has been some changes to the salaries, wages, and benefits, and it is a relatively decent increase at 37%. However, I will note that the budget as a whole has decreased by 7% as a result of some decent movement from material supplies and contracted services up into salaries and wages. And also the debt principal and interest have slightly reduced over the budgeted amount last year. So I think that is all we have in terms of the fire department, but I will welcome your questions and likely defer to the fire chief.
Thank you for that. Council, any questions? Council Cooper?
Yeah, so when we first talked about the Fire Smart Coordinator position, it was a 1-year position based on the grant, and I see that we've received 400,000 over 2 years for the grant. Is the Fire Smart position then extended by 1 year or 2? It's not made permanent, it's just been extended for this because we don't know about grant status in the future. What is happening with the basic contract with that position?
So now I might defer to the fire chief to know if for 26 and 27, Chief Wilkie, has the grant been confirmed for the Fire Smart? I believe it has.
Through your worship, yes, it sure has. So 26 and 27 is accounted for. It is every 2 years. It works off the CWRP, the Community Wildfire Resiliency Plan. And there's some benchmarks that need to be made every 2 years. And so with all the reporting that goes through that, you're basically guaranteed, if you follow the program, which we are, to continue to receive that money. With the issues around wildfire, I only see this grant increasing.
Thank you for that. Follow up, Council Cooper?
Yeah, my question was around the contract for the employment for the employee. Were they made permanent or are they on the same 2-year cycle dependent on our coverage of the grant?
I apologize, through your worship. Yes, that is it goes with the grant. The Fire Smart Coordinator position is certainly coordinated with that grant and is tied to it.
So if we don't have the grant, then the position we won't continue.
100%.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. Any other questions? Council Guil?
Yes, which protective service activities are core municipal responsibilities versus dependent on grant funding? And if grant funding were reduced or discontinued, what decisions would council need to revisit?
Well, our only grant other than some rope rescue training, which we utilize, is just the CRI Fire Smart grant. So nothing else is coming from a grant.
Thank you for that. Any follow-up, Council Guil?
I'm just concerned about service level, if it's, or we're just maintaining the service level, or are we increasing it?
Through your worship, what we're doing right now is nothing's really changed this year. We're just doing a little bit of a capacity correction. So we're focusing a little bit more on our most important assets, which is the firefighters themselves, our team that we've invested heavily in. And the wage line increase that you see there is just a movement towards creating that capacity correction. That allows us to secure our availability. It allows more work to be done in-house, especially during business hours, which you'll see, and reduces reliance on contractors and supports the critical programs that we're obligated to through. So these are obligations to the OFC, the Office of the Fire Commissioner, through the Fire Services, Fire Safety Act, and through the FUS report through the Fire Underwriters Surveys. So that's what we're following right now. And the increases to our training and to our prevention programs for inspection helps us fulfill those roles and will hopefully show promise for lowering insurance premiums for taxpayers. So the results we see here in this budget is that we've cut almost every line that we can, other than wages. That's materials, gears, supplies are down. Our contracted services are down because we can do more in-house. And that creates more continuity in our programs. And there was also really no major capital and operating purchases. So overall, fire down 7% with the budget, and the entire protective services down almost 5%.
Follow up, Councilor Cooper, or Councilor Grace, sorry, my
No,
apologies.
just thank you. Thank you for the information.
Very
Okay,
welcome.
anything else, council? I have a whole bunch of dots in this one. So you may have spoken to this while I was sneaking away and grabbing water, but our grant revenues revenues from grants for Fire Smart are low in 2020. Actuals are low in 2025 relative to what the budget was. What happened there? What's the rationale?
Thank you. That's a very good question. I was actually just noticing that myself. There are some year-end journal entries that have left to be done, and so we will be balancing that out. And the amount of grant that we have received, which I think the final report has now gone in from the fire service and has been approved, and so we will be recognizing those revenues very shortly.
Thank you for that. And follow up, my assumption is that all of our expenses for Fire Smart are funded directly through the grant program. Do we take an admin cost? And I ask that because the CSRD has a accounting practice, I guess would be the best way to define it, of taking an admin charge.
I don't know in particular with the Fire Smart grant that we are able to, unless they specifically list it. It is very much tied to those grant parameters. With every new grant, there are different parameters on what type of fees we are able to take. But I do know that we are taking as much as we can in terms of recovering not only wages, but also the benefits associated with. So all of the direct costs for carrying on this particular function, this program, are covered by that grant. It's one more person for payroll. So in terms of administration, it's relatively limited in terms of what we would have to provide oversight for.
Thank you for that.
Good question.
I have a number of other questions, but I see a mic on. Councilor Manuel, have a question?
Yes, I was just wondering, how long, when does our contract or agreement with the province on roadside rescue, when does that expire, or do we have an expiry date on it, or?
Mr. Wilkie, are you able to respond to that?
Yes, through your worship, there's no contract that expires with the EMCR in regards to road rescue. It is a standing agreement. I know the questions that have come up around the program is around the truck Rescue 120. And so that's an ongoing priority to ensure that we have continuity and that we have a provincially funded replacement for that truck. So that's really where the timelines become more of an issue.
Thank you very much, and I appreciate the concern on making sure we have a truck from the province or a suitable vehicle.
Yes, sir.
Okay, any other questions? So I'll go in order here. Service agreements. I'm assuming that we have the service agreement we have is with PWT. Is that a correct assumption? I see a nodding head from it. Mr. Wilkie? Okay,
Yes,
thank
through
you.
your worship. That's correct. That is renegotiated, and it basically puts our confined space rescue program and our high angle training along with our technical rescue team. It fulfills that obligation, and it allows us to have better services for the town and also provide this critical life safety service for the mill.
Thank you for that. It's great to hear that the negotiations have gone such that the town is now at a cost recovery. I'm hoping a cost recovery state for the provision of those services. I'll move on to road rescue. We have recoveries. Ms. Brown, do we itemize the costs associated with the road rescue? Do we break them out?
We are able to break them out within the system. They're not presented as they are part of just the overall departmental salaries, wages, and benefits. And at this time, we're not doing a full cost recovery on that particular service. We would have to be allocating overhead in order to really make those numbers reasonable and comparable. And they aren't sufficient in terms of the hours spent and the revenues received. I think it is reasonable to say that we'd probably not be getting full recovery at this point in time. However, as a result of also billing the truckers or otherwise, there is more recovery than simply just through EMCR, but still not fully covering off all of the road rescue and other calls that the fire department does.
Thank you, and that'd be included in there is the medical calls, or is it just road rescue?
There is no cost recovery, so there would be no revenue associated with medical calls. It would just be road rescue revenues.
Okay,
I will note that in 25 and 26, you will see a reduction as a result of that highway reroute no longer being in place. And so we're anticipating lesser revenues in the out years.
okay. Personally, I'd be quite interested in what that looked like as far as full costing of the provision of the service, especially when we get into conversations with the province relative to a vehicle for the provision of that service if we were to continue that service. So what would be the process to be able to garner that information?
Myself and Wilkie have actually spoken about that, so it's something that'll be upcoming this year as a discussion when we talk more about the sort of the overall cost recovery for that department.
Okay, thank you for that. Welcome, Councillor Hambrick. You have a question for Ms. Brown or Mr. Wilkie?
Yes, I do. Just the approval of the referendum at the ski hill for provision of fire services. How do you see that having an impact on our budget, or will just
Ms. Brown?
Thank you for the question, Councillor Hambrook. You can see under service recoveries fire, we have budgeted for 26 and 27 for a limited amount. In 2025, we recovered about 1,700 in terms of time spent in up to Kicking Horse. And uncertain though as to the longevity of that as they get their own service up and running. And so we're conservatively not budgeting for very long, very much at this point in time. It's yet to be determined how that will impact, but it's probably for a shortened period of time, not forever.
And if I recall correctly, we had an agreement for up to 5 years. Was that the provision of the service was up to 5 years or until they had their service in place?
I would have to ask Chief Wilkie to weigh in on that one.
Through your worship, yeah, we had no major operations up there, so that's why you see very little amount coming back. If there were to be a major event, you would see that being substantially higher. We did work well with our partners to often do our best to call up and confirm false alarms so that we weren't taking advantage of the contract. The ongoing, I believe it was 5 years, but they're definitely slated to have their program in place before that, just to answer that question. And then they would become our mutual aid partners, and we would have a mutual aid agreement with approval from council in regards to the future of any sort of response into that area.
Thank you for that. And it's good to hear that they'll be up and running prior to the 5 years of the agreement. Looking at the salaries, wages, and benefits, and seeing that shift away from contracted to in-house stuff, I wonder about whether or not fire inspections are where they are in the priorities for the fire department as far as being able to get other things done with staff that's available during the daytime. Right? Are you able to respond to that, Mr. Wilkie?
Yes, sir. To clarify, is the question, if we're doing a lot of inspections, will we also be able to fulfill the contracted services roles? Is that the question?
No, my apologies. Does the added staffing provide us the opportunity to increase the number of inspections? Because historically around the table, we've talked about that a number of times, that, and the fire department has stated that they have challenges getting out doing an adequate number of inspections, and the hope is that they'll be able to do more inspections with the in-house staffing. Is that a fair assumption?
Through your worship, the inspections is a massive priority, and we're able to have a defined fire prevention coordinator who's Cameron Yee, who's just come online. He's doing his training. Through the Fire Safety Act, we also have access to more training to train inspectors. So basically what we're doing, and one of the biggest priorities for 2026 is to build a proper prevention division the way in 2025 we built a proper training division through a training coordinator and through specific tasks. Instead of one person trying to do many things, we have the ability to build these divisions, which creates continuity. So that's being done on the prevention side with a focus on inspections specifically. Not just inspections, but also investigation training would be part of that, and some public education. We have a lot of public education done through the grant, through FireSmart already, which does touch a little bit on some basic fire education and awareness. So that is already moving forward very well. So the prevention coordinator will absolutely be focused on inspections, and we'll be doing it in a very concise and action-oriented way that we can document and ensure that we're fulfilling, not only fulfilling, but hopefully doing better in the next fire underwriter survey, so that we can get an improved rating from the FUS report.
Thank you for that. Great strategy, and I will say you had me when you said massive priority. The inspections are a massive priority.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you for that. That's what I needed or wanted to hear. I felt was the reality for the fire department, and I appreciate hearing that. Okay, other questions, Councilor Manuel?
I'm just wondering, and I'm trying to learn about this. Something when you're doing inspections, I'm thinking that some things are more of a risk, and if they catch fire, they're a bigger fire. So I'm wondering if you do, ordinary offices have to be inspected on the same frequency as, say, the mill. That seems a bit, unnecessary, but does everything have to be inspected at the same number, same
Frequency?
regularity?
Mr. Wilkie?
Through your worship, that will be determined through the fire prevention coordinator, who will literally be doing a deep dive and focusing on a priority list to ensure that we roll out our inspections to see what is the most hazardous for the town and for life safety, and move down the list. So we're hoping to do a full blitz this year and ensure that we get all of our collective heads within this fire service around what we need to do next. And the great news is that we're working very closely with a point person from the Office of the Fire Commissioner, so that we're doing it in an informed and action-oriented way.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Guile.
Just wondering if there was a way to recoup the costs of these inspections. Is that through business licensing, or is there another way?
Is there any staff that are able to respond to that? Anybody want to take a kick at the cat? Never, I should say that. Anybody want to respond to the question? Ms. Brown?
I would say that it should be part of the business licensing. However, until we stabilize and have an accurate cost, we couldn't integrate that as an additional cost without support. I do believe it's probably integrated into the current costs, as business licensing does show a net revenue for the year. However, it would definitely be something for consideration and for us to look into as a director's team.
Follow up?
Yeah, I would just like to know what the actual cost is to do these inspections, like time-wise, and put a kind of a number to that, so we have an idea.
It sounds
especially
like,
if it's-
and it sounds like the work that Mr. Welke and the team are doing will be able to give us that data so that we can look at the revenue side of it and see. Mr. Denigar?
Yeah, I'll just say in the details that aren't in this budget, because it's kind of getting into the weeds, is that under the salaries, wages, and benefits, there are line items for each of these functions. And one of them is focused on the inspections. But it is because it's quite a significant change to the approach within that department. And I'll let Wilkie jump in if he likes. But because it's a change, it's sort of like we're trying it out this year and giving allocation of budget to that role. We'll see how that goes after this year and see is it over budgeted, under budgeted, what's it actually look like on the ground, and then come back in the next budget cycle with more information about, fine tuning that, and then that'll feed into what should our rates be for business inspections and so forth.
Thank you for that. See no other hands go up. I've got one under principal and interest on debt. I'm assuming that's for fire apparatus solely, the fire trucks. Is that a correct assumption?
That is correct, only for apparatus that is used within the fire service.
Okay, does that also include the principal and the interest expenses for pickups, or is that that's all included? So we've got all of the fire department vehicles within this budget.
The loans for the vehicles that are still outstanding,
Okay.
correct? You'll see in 2025 that it was anticipated that we would gather those loans in 2025. Final completion of a few of those vehicles is not happening until 2026. So we do have a lower expense in 25 with an increase for 26 and beyond.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Anything else? Council, and my apologies to Mr. Wilkie. I wasn't sure whether it's Mr. Wilkie, Acting Fire Chief Wilkie, or Fire Chief Wilkie, so I just went with the Mr. My apologies. Okay, there's no other. Let's move on to Emergency Ops Center. Ms. Brown?
Thank you. So last but not least, within the Protective Services segment is the Emergency Operations Center, which is a shared service with the CSRD. The CSRD requisitions the funding, and then we provide that service as an operator of the EOC. In 2025, there was a capacity increase of $50,000 that was allocated to the budget. However, we have been unable to use the full amount of the funding. Therefore, the 2025 capacity increase has been bumped forward to 2026, as well as the ongoing capacity increase for 26 to 2030, increasing on a rolling 3%. So you will see a large budget in 2026, but only as a result of the non-expenditures in 2025. Other changes for this budget include an administrative services fee of 4% of the prior year's operating expenses. and ongoing contributions to the building and equipment reserves. And no other major changes. There is additional, so the capacity increased would include not only wages, but some salary, some supplies and materials. And that will be determined as we go in the years to come and take advantage of that additional capacity funding.
Thank you for that. Questions, Council? Councilor Grill?
I noticed that there isn't any grants for 2026.
So the grants that we have received in the past have been based on more so a cost recovery of incidents, and therefore the one that you do see, the EMCR grant, is for Indigenous engagement, and that one I believe is ending as of the end of 2025. And as additional grants come up, I am certain that that increased capacity will help us chase them down.
Follow up?
Follow up with, there is a grant outstanding for the ESS through UBCM. Is that not a budget item here that's been applied for? $30,000?
Anybody able to speak to that ESS grant? If not,
Was it a capital grant, or do
It
you know,
was a
do you
grant for their
recall?
training and for some capital expenditures.
so it sounds like staff may need to get that item back to us.
Just because my office is based out there, I'm almost dangerous. So don't take it as official, but there is, with the ESS crew, there is some funding that flows through the Columbia Shuswap Regional District, I believe, with some of their training and such as well. I just know that there's some different granting initiatives, and some of the laptops and computers and stuff are technically provided more from the CSRD than the town. Again, one of those comments where I know maybe just enough to scratch the surface.
Or be dangerous.
This
Councilor Grill,
this
follow up?
grant is for training, and it's through UBCM, and it was applied for by the
Town of Golden.
yeah.
Oh.
Through
Ms.
the-
Brown?
Was this the EOC equipment and training grant? I think that was a 24-25, and so that would have been completed. And if it's an additional grant, then I would have to track that down from the Emergency Services Department.
Yeah, it's an
and get
additional
back to
grant
you.
from ESS.
So then staff will be getting back to council with that information. Okay, thank you for that.
If it is a grant that is as of yet unconfirmed, or if I haven't received notice of it being confirmed, I would not have included it at this time.
So that may be, it could be a status situation. Okay, we will hear in the future here. Thank you for that. Thank you for the follow-up. Councilor Manuel?
Small amount of follow-up. As I understand, Kyle, whose last name I forget, sorry, Kyle, was dealing
Kale.
with this and was going to submit it possibly with the signature endorsing from the town, I don't know. But the ESS was looking to deal with this because it contained money that they're going to use to go to a conference in terms of how they do the work, but they need it for that.
So we'll allow staff to do the homework on, bring it back to us and go from there. Councilor Cooper?
My question was not the same, but it kind of rose. My question was regarding who is responsible for applying for grants for the emergency ops? Where does that fall under the responsibility? Is it Mr. Jordan Wilkie, or is it for the emergency operations? Who is the one who is grant chasing and basically keeps the responsibility for grants for this?
I'd be so bold as look to Mr. Denegard to respond to that one.
Ultimately, me as your staff member. That's where the accountability eventually lands. That responsibility is now delegated to our Director of Protective Services, who is now the new overseer of the emergency program, which includes the ESS. And he is working through a rather large transition of that program, shaking out the roles and improving it. Just out of historical practice that has been done by the contractor, Kyle. So he has chased these grants, and then when it's confirmed, he communicates that back to, in the past, myself and to finance. I've both Carolyn and I, CFO and I have looked through the grant documents. We don't see anything confirmed yet for 2026 for ESS. So perhaps it's still sitting in the approved but not confirmed limbo world between Kyle's email and our email. So we'll certainly follow up with that. But ultimately, that process is going to be overseen into the future by Acting Director Wilkie.
Follow up?
I would encourage, I mean, if someone can find out what's happening, that'd be great, because they have an annual conference and they need the money. They can put it out themselves, but the way it's structured is, I understand they wouldn't get reimbursed or. But anyway, I see Mr. Wilkie may be able to let us know what's happening.
I'll go to Ms. Brown first.
So I am looking at some older emails, and there is one that I still have in the hopper, which is UBSCM grant funding through the Community Emergency Preparedness Fund to support the Golden ESS team with equipment upgrades and training. I have not received notification of that having been approved as of yet, but if it is, I will absolutely include it before our next iteration of the budget. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Anything to supplemental Fire Chief, Mr. Acting Fire Chief Director of Protective Services, Wilkie?
Through your worship, yeah, just following up, I was just going to say, reiterate what the CFO said, that there is something in the works. Regarding ESS, I am building line items for a modest budget, and I am cross-checking my numbers now. So it's a little early, obviously, to let everyone know that, but once ESS is also a major priority for me. We're going to stabilize that program. We're going to do that deep dive, and then we're going to create that informed and comparative budget so that they aren't relying only on grants, and so that we can do best practices. The closest comparative is with Revelstoke, and so I'm in touch just recently with the Revelstoke coordinators, and so there's more for basically more information that will be coming out, and I'm hoping to update council as soon as possible.
Thank you for that, and thank you, Ms. Brown, for your immediate follow-up on the grant. Follow-up, Councilor Manuel?
Brief follow-up. I just want to thank Mr. Wilkie on behalf of the ESS that we now have a liaison with the fire department, which I think can be of great value in the future. Thank you.
Okay, any other questions with regards to Emergency Ops Center? I have kind of a broad over sweeping one. Under contributions, I see a requisition capacity increase for 2025, which was $50,000, an expenditure of $2,500. Can anybody speak to that first, and then I have a follow-up?
Speak to, so the capacity increase funding that was provided in 2025, there wasn't sufficient structure in place to take advantage of that. And therefore, I believe that Director Cathcart is aware that there would be a request coming forward to have that amount carried forward in order to catch up on the capacity increase that should have been done in the current year, but to not deplete the budget of the capacity increase work that would be ongoing in 2026. I might defer for more explanation to the fire chief.
Mr. Wilkie, anything to add?
Through your worship, Yes, exactly. That we've got confirmation through email that Director Cathcart is happy to carry forward the capacity increase funding from 2025 that was not utilized. We are certainly utilizing it now, and that is the 1 year bigger increase for this year. So that should really help us stabilize programs like ESS and really start moving this program forward to where it needs to be to ensure safety and emergency resilience for the town. So basically, from that capacity, we can have more hands on deck as far as a liaison. That's a new role. The emergency program liaison is creating a strategic participatory strategy to ensure that we have, again, better community resilience, and also just doing a deep dive into what we have and what we do not have as we work with our contractor, Kyle Hale. So we're in that process now, and that capacity is certainly giving us the ability to move forward. It is confirmed that it would be an ongoing $50,000 throughout annually, and so that's really great news for the town.
Thank you. And just, I'll be so bold as to say, you use the language increased capacity for the town.
And Area A.
Well, and it's, yeah, comment was for the community because it is a shared agreement or service function. I'll go to Councilor Guil.
Yeah, I just want to be able to distinguish between the increase in capacity with the new liaison and our contractor. How does that play out here in the budget?
Through your worship, the contractors, possibly the CFO can speak a little bit more to this, but the numbers are already there. Nothing's changed for our emergency program coordinator, Kyle Hale. So the increased capacity has allowed us to have the emergency program liaison be part of the larger role here in increasing not just capacity but resilience for the town and Area A. Does that answer your question, Councillor?
I was just wondering how it played out in the budget. Like how much has it increased our budget to have this liaison role?
Ms. Brown?
Yeah.
Actually,
So as a result of the budget has only been increased by the exact amount of that capacity increase. So the 47,524 you can see down below as a project for a capacity increase 2025. And so that would contain right now it's identified as an operating project because I think it's of interest to council to note it specifically, as opposed to putting it up above as just part of the operating expenses in terms of salary and contracted services and materials and supplies. So within the operating expenses segment, the contracted and general services would be related to the current contractor. And then general services, because there is also maintenance of the emergency operations center and other materials and the supplies associated with it. And then everything new to do with the capacity increase in the liaison is down below. So in 2026, that would be 99,000. And then in 2027, it would be 53,000 and ongoing. Should this become an ongoing regular item, I will include it up above in regular operating expenses. But right now, while it is so new, I think it's important to break it out down below so that council can be aware of the money that is going into increasing that capacity at the EOC.
thank you for that. Anything to add, Mr. Wilkie?
No, your worship. CFO nailed it.
Perfect. There was no doubt in our mind. Okay, anything else, council? I'm going to take one step back. So this requisition capacity increase would, or is this, could this be defined as an increase in service level? Or is this, and I'm not trying to be challenging, I'm thinking of it from another perspective, but could someone say that this is an increase in service level? Anybody willing to, I've got Mr. Jenigar kind of nodding his head cautiously.
Yeah, one could say it's an increase in service level from what was being offered.
From an inadequate service level, possibly.
I would say it's filling a gap of what service level was expected though, and that it over the years that realization wasn't really brought forward, saying, you know, here's what's expected, here's what the bylaw stated from the CSRD, here's the agreement that existed between our bodies, and it was never brought back from us as the holder of this contract back to the RD to say that this simply isn't sufficient and we're falling short of what's expected out of this agreement and out of this bylaw. So really, I'd say it's a correction.
Thank you. That's the intent of my asking the question, is just to recognize that there was inadequate budget to be able to provide a level of service. And I'll use your words, that was expected by not only the community, but also by our partner in the service provision. Thank you for that. And I will not be surprised to see that requisition capacity increase to become part of the regular funding for this function service. Just a personal comment and editorial. Any other comments, question? Actually, I had one more with regards to operating expenses, total project Indigenous engagement. Can anybody speak to that project? Ms. Seville?
Thank you, Mayor Zust. So this was a project that was actually led by the CSRD, and myself and Chris Cochran attended a session with the CSRD, the city of Revelstoke, and then First Nations in Salmon Arm. I don't even remember when that was. It was a while ago now, but Chris and I had attended the Indigenous engagement, and then there was some additional engagement as part of the bigger project, but we didn't attend an in-person portion of it.
So was this part of the larger C2C community initiative? Separate. Sounds like it was separate. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it was just interesting and great to hear that there is that opportunity to attend those type of events and have those conversations with First Nations people, Indigenous people. And my mind goes to the potential or the probability that we'll have should have a line item for that continue in the future. So kind of raise that as a small flag right now. It's probably not part of our discussion for this year, but most certainly will be for future years, I'm sure. Thank you for that. If there's nothing else with the Emergency Ops Center, we'll move on to the next one, and there is no next one. I'm at the bottom of the page.
So that does wrap up our discussion on the protective services segment. And I'll just draw your attention back up to the top of the page, where it does note the total protective services budget and that decrease in 2026 of 4.79%, which will be certainly helpful as we try to balance new requests and demands on taxation. And so we can close this one now, and next we'll go on to the arena. But I do hear that there is perhaps time for a short break.
Pizza has arrived, so I just wanted to let you know if you wanted to have it now.
Have a natural break. Do you need a resolution with these, or do you want to deal with them individually or as a package? As a package?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So with that, we will take a 20-minute break. So a motion to recess for 20 minutes. One from mover, Councillor Routley, seconded by Councillor Manuel, that we recess for 20 minutes. So we will come back here at 18:25.
We need to vote on that. We have a resolution.
Yeah, all those in favor? Opposed? So those online, we'll see you at 18:25. Thank you very much. reconvene the SCOF meeting. Counselor Manuel moves, seconded by Counselor Routley. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried unanimously. And I've seen Counselor Dale's up there. Is Counselor Hamburg back? Thank you for that. So continuing on with the agenda, we are off into the Golden District Arena draft financial plan. Miss Brown.
Thank you, Mayor Ozist. So in 2025, if we turn back the clock a little bit, we had some excellent revenue in the Golden District Arena. It came in at 125% of budget. So the resulting revenue recovery in 2025 was 30%. In 2026, therefore, we have increased our targets, but conservatively, in line with what has been happening in the prior years. We do have some increases in salaries, wages, and benefits, mostly as a result of the increase and the new signing of the QP contract, as well as standby wages being more appropriately budgeted, and some increased coding of our Director of Recreation Services, as well as the Director of Operations, to ensure that we're recovering as much as possible of the salaries and time that are going into this service that is paid for by requisition from the CSRD. So as a result, we do see a 7% increase in the budget, but I would note that this year, with the signing of a new contract with the CSRD, there is now an administrative services fee to be included, paid back to the town of Golden for the administration and overhead that is part of administering this operational contract on their behalf for Golden and Area A. So we have budgeted to have a 25% recovery rate, 26 through 2030, in hopes that we obviously do better than that in the future, but like to be conservative. I welcome any questions you have, and I'm certain that the gentleman to my right will have a lot of answers.
Thank you for that. Council questions. Let's start with Councilor Guillaume.
I noticed that the Arena 2-week season extension was not included for 2026.
The Arena 2-week extension, I believe, was approved, and now so now it has been integrated into the salaries, wages, and benefits, as well as the additional utilities, causing some of those increases as well. My apologies, I should have noted that.
Okay, so then what is is there like a top budget? Because you can say I make 25% return or like recovery, but if you're increasing your budget, and I see here, like when you get up to 2030, you're looking at like quite an increase. So what's a set budget? Or is it always going to go up 7%? Is it always going to, I'm just.
Ms. Brown?
Thank you. That is a great question. The limit of the budget is what council decides to approve in terms of the operational expenses. So, for example, if revenues are increasing by 100%, but council has not approved an additional operational expenditure, then our limit, the top limit, for example, in 2026 would be 505,000 or 892,000 for this particular service. And therefore, by bringing the budget forward, we are requesting council set or increase the limit that we do have. In the current year, it is a 7% increase for the reasons noted. Keeping in mind that $31,000 increase to the administrative services fee is definitely playing into that. And in future years, I believe it's no more than 3 to 5%, and that would depend on some of the general maintenance that does go into that facility. And then this budget would also go back to the CSRD and it would be requisitioned from them. So it doesn't actually hit our tax requisition to the town people of Golden. It is through the CSRD that it is requisitioned.
Follow up?
Yeah, so then. If, is there a level in a service increase with this budget for this year?
Mr. Petrovic?
Well, your only level of service increase is that is basically the formalization of that 2-week extension. So as council may recall, last year, we basically presented this as a trial, and we broke it out as a separate budget line item. Reports, I'll have to dig, but I know we brought reports forward in early of last year that kind of formalized the intent on having this 2-week extension, kind of a ongoing thing. So that's been layered into the budget. That ice is already completely sold out, based on the minor hockey securing provincial championships and various camps and such. So we're looking at doing a full 12 hours of operation that day. So if there's anything to peg on a level of service increase, that would be it. But that was kind of conversations that happened prior to this budget process. Your ice time and daily operational time in that building, we're hitting in the 85 to 90% utilization, keeping in mind that we desperately need a bit of down ice time to tackle maintenance and such. So the building from a user perspective is doing very, very well. And then there's a bit of that reoccurring theme that'll come up with all of your recreation related items with revenue is that our rates and fees bylaw expires this April. So we have some heftier conversations to have with council around annual increases. Top high level research we're doing though is we continue to do a good job because we do increase our rates annually by 3% or more. And generally we'll charge upwards of 5% increase to our youth related groups to make sure that we're just kind of keeping within the proper scopes with that.
Follow up?
I'm curious why the rates don't increase more if there's like an increase more in the budget.
Mr. Petrovic?
Well, that's purely a council related conversation around the alignment of the bylaw process and approving the rates along with your budget. We've kind of gone to a process more of adopting a three-year bylaw process. So we got separate schedules for each year for our facilities. And we do take that into account, but can we do a better job and have a more detailed conversation on that? Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Council Cooper?
Hi. Yeah, my question is kind of around the same. From 2026 to 2030, I see we've got the revenue at 220, so we've kind of increased by 20,000. But the operating expenses have gone from 892 to 1.1. Like it's not the same ratio. So wondering why, even when we look at other budgets, they don't increase so much. The operation increases a lot for this one. So kind of wondering why are they not basically moving at the same rate?
So I will draw attention to the bottom number, the revenue cost recovery, even with the projected revenues of 220,000 in
2030.
in 2030. And the expenses being what they are on the list, it's still projecting the 25% to stay within that formal, informal parameters that council set for the rec department. Follow what I'm saying?
No.
Which like me to ultimately at the end of the year, what's being presented is based on those high level notations of achieving that 25% revenue contribution to operating budget. So we did our best to present a budget that maintains that 25% annual increase, but fees are operating costs are going up, revenue is to go up. And from a revenue perspective, we do go a little bit more conservative on that. And then when it comes to revenue, there's a whole bunch of can of worms that can be opened around what we do with ICE and pricing. Of course, when we get into rates and fees, your youth groups pay less. Your youth groups use all your prime time. Adult use is on the rise. We have rates for out of town tournaments that are substantially higher However, we're not booking out of town tournaments because our local user use is now there to fill all that ice time. So there's a lot of variables that predict. And well, I'm not anticipating something like this would happen if a group like minor hockey took a dive and all of a sudden reduced by, say, 5 or 6 teams, we would be infilling all of our weekends. Like, we have enough demand from out of town use, so that would affect some of the revenue and rates. But from a projection budgetary perspective, looking out to 2030, we've kind of maintained, annual increases that we anticipate would be at a good starting point for a political conversation around your rates and fees and what increases we should be charging.
That's a much better description than I like. My apologies. Ms. Brown?
To further speak to that increase in the revenue not matching those of expenses, it is because it is on a percentage basis that we are increasing these. 1% of 226,000 is always going to be less than 1% of 892. And therefore those expenses are going to increase incrementally quicker than the revenue. However, we're doing our best to try and not over project revenues, but bring it in line. I did a quick calculation, and in 27 through 2030, it's only a 3 to 4% increase in the total operating expenses.
Sorry, say it again, between 2027 and 2030, it's
So from 26 to 27, it's a 3% increase in just the operating expense total.
Okay.
Or $29,000, 29,249.
Yeah.
In 2028 compared to 27 budget, it's a 4% increase, so about 34,000. And some of those variations in the increase could be as a result of operations or otherwise doing projects. I see that the contracted services was a bit of a bump, or materials and supplies perhaps. There was a material and supply purchase, I think, renewal of some items in 2028. But then in 2029, it's another 3% increase, and 2030, another 3% increase to those operational expenditures.
Any follow-up, Council Cooper?
Nope, not yet.
Okay. Council Guil?
It's one question. With revenue recovery rate, like, is it always done percentage wise? Like throughout the industry, like in local government, is that how is it usually done? Or is there like a main budget? You say, this is, I just think of business. I know this is what I'm gonna spend and
As far as a kind of a best practices for the
Yeah.
industry? Ms. Pedrick?
I chuckle a little bit because in the world of recreation, it is just so vastly different from one community to the next, especially when you layer in the different layers. There are some communities out there that will set rates and fees. However, through grant and aid, they'll provide substantial dollars to key sports organizations to pay those bills. And so there's different stuff like that happens out there. We've never, other than very small amounts of mere sponsorship funding, like there is no real taxation based streams of funding that support our user groups other than the rates and that they're getting. But it is vastly different from one community to the next. And right now we're my team, myself, are actively working on benchmarking with about 15 different communities in preparation of the rates. And there's some stuff out there where we just scratch our heads going like, and also too, when you look at a lot of your recreation facilities and where it sits within council strategic priorities, there's communities like Delta is one where all youth programming is free. And they use that as a motivation to have people move through the community more as an economic attractant, so to say. Yeah, it baffles me because there really isn't those apples to apples that we'd like to have when it comes to comparing rates and fees. So we're doing our best to bring forward about 5 different kind of key like size communities for a comparison. And then in my back pocket, I'll also have a list of about another 15 plus communities where I can kind of spitball some rates when we get into that. But yeah, it's different. The one thing that is very consistent though within arena operations with the benchmarking that we're doing is that primetime rates, non-primetime rates are very consistent, and youth rates and adult rates are very consistent. we unpack that further into junior hockey and such, it gets really messy really fast in terms of where groups are at. So it's not quite the clear answer I'd love to be able to give you for this, but it is pretty complex.
The realities of your world.
Mm-hmm.
Councilor Cooper?
Sorry, it feels like we're picking on you now, but when, but when I'm looking, like this is one, I have a hard time understanding when I'm looking also at wages when it's a 14% increase and we went through union contracts and raises weren't 14%. So does this mean we're increasing capacity, increasing hiring numbers? What is the increase when that's beyond what was, I guess, negotiated? Yeah.
Ms. Brown?
Thank you. It is a good question, but it is also because that Arena 2-week extension, we showed it in 25 as a separate line item. But now that it has been more confirmed, those wages that we did pay for that extension have been brought up into salaries and wages and are continued out for those years. And so there's an additional 20,000, 25,000 in expenditures in years 26 through 2030 that relate directly to salaries and wages as well as increased utilities.
Okay, thank you, Council. Okay, I've got a few for mine. Can you define for me what other revenues are under the revenue stream?
Yeah, that's your advertising program with the Rockets. And then what else do we have in there? That's a little bit more. Oh, skate rentals, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Advertising skate rentals?
Yeah, and skate rentals, just for council's benefit, have been extremely successful because not only are we generating additional revenue by the rental of the skates, but for every pair of skates we're renting, we're generating additional revenue in a drop-in visit as well. And for council's benefit as well, you'll see some pretty flat numbers when we look at our punch pass and drop-in revenue. And that is simply because with the demand for ice time from our user groups, we've actually reduced some of our public-based programming just as we go through the back and forth and demands from growing groups. So we're very fortunate that over the years, council has always been very supportive of making sure public programming is a solid component, but we don't foresee any room to grow public programming because a public skate at 6 a.m. just doesn't make sense. Dealing with some of those matters and giving staff some more tools to ensure the effectiveness of that programming will come up when we get into space allocation policy conversations.
Thank you. Sticking with the revenue side of things, 2025 saw a nice jump. What can we attribute that to? This Pedrick?
Yeah, some great increase from minor hockey. There's probably about an extra 8 to 9 hours a week that was booked by minor hockey on a consistent, regular basis. We also had a change up in adult hockey in that we have a separate old timers group, and then we also have more of a formal. They dub themselves as a recreational co-ed league, but it's geared more for, say, the 20-year-old crowd to the late 30-year-old crowd. They're now renting 3 times a week. They're pushing into that late time ice that wasn't historically rented. So there's some good use there. Tournaments, weekends, tournaments have been strong. We've been filling up pretty much all of our weekends and then as well, minor hockey is now infilling a lot of their weekends with skills camps, development. So we're very fortunate that it's finally kind of clicked with minor hockey that they need to book it all. And if they're not going to use it, they're not canceling it. And they're creating other programming, league games or skills clinics and such within there. So they're fully utilizing that ice. So all of our work that we did in the past on developing space allocation, proper refund cycles for cancellations and stuff is kicked in now. The groups kind of get it. So when they book it, they go, okay, well, if we're not going to use it for our desired source, we're going to pivot and do something on that ice. So we're seeing that consistency there as well. Your 2-week extension as well is a big kind of boost within that. So that would kind of recap the big ones. Ladies hockey is starting to get quite big with the youth as well too. So there's some neat things happening.
Thank you for that, Mike.
Oh, sorry, one other one, lounge rentals as well too.
Oh,
the success out of the lounge, while the revenue is not huge, the use in the lounge has increased substantially. The Golden Dance Co is in there consistently 4+ days a week. And then we have seen a good uptake in weekend bookings within the lounge as well too. So that space has always done relatively well. We took a huge hit in pandemic because martial arts basically disappeared, but now dance has infilled that space, and it's been, well, it's not a huge, it's very noteworthy to note the utilization of that space too.
Thank you for that. And my broad takeaway is that sticking with the program is now starting to pay dividends in the infrastructure that's set in place, the expectations, and now people are getting on side with the program and it's resulting in increased revenues.
Yeah, absolutely, and a lot better understanding of the benefits that users have in our facility. You know, we're not a large scale city-based arena where we're making 5-year-olds practice at 5 o'clock in the morning, but and so I think a lot of the users have really gotten tuned into, you know, that prime timing level of service that they get for the facility. And the groups, like, we've just seen some neat shifts in terms of the level of organization and care with some of the people in the past were great to work with, but they're continuing to improve, which is really nice.
Thank you for that. Continuing on the revenue side of things, looking to the curling club contribution CSRD, there was nada for 2025. Any background on that, please, Ms. Brown?
That is a yet to be invoiced year-end adjustment.
Okay, so that's still coming.
You bet.
Thank you for that. And you spoke to the administrative services fee. That's a charge that's coming from the CSRD by virtue of the fact that it's a CS. Actually, I'm going to step back. The arena is owned by the CSRD on behalf of the whole community. They own it, they operate it, they contract us to provide the service as such. We set the service level, provide the staff, send them a bill for what it's cost to operate the arena, and then that is requisitioned to both municipal and rural residents based on the formula plus or minus 5%. So in essence, rural Golden's paying, we'll say 48% of the $32,000 in 2026 admin fee. Is that correct?
Closer to 52. You got it.
50. I like that number better. Okay, thank you. I'm just kind of reiterating that for my purposes. It's interesting with this facility because I go to the tax requisition for 2025 for the arena from the CSRD for the arena to both municipal and rural residents. And in 2025, Town of Golden ratepayers paid $341,000 for the arena function. Electoral area ratepayers paid $296 for a total of $637,000. There was just seems to be different numbers. So where does the capital and reserves fit into all of this function? Is that, I mean, that will come later through our capital projects, but that's molded into that function, is it not? And then part of the requisition to the CSRD and then comes back to municipal and rural Golden? Ms. Brown?
So the CSRD, as the owner of this arena, would be responsible for that capital and the reserves associated with it, as well as the requisition. We're simply operating as the operator, and this is only the operating budget for that particular facility. So they would take care of that in their budget cycle, separate and apart from what we do here, and then requisition our residents as well as those of Area A for those additional expenditures.
Thank you for that. That's information I wanted to get out there. I'll leave it at that for now. Councilor Manuel?
I just want to ask, Mr. Petrovic, I understand, I mean, when we talk about the arena, we talk largely about winter use, but we're starting to get some more summer use there.
Mr. Petrovic?
A little bit more summer use. Last year we facilitated larger bike swap rental. Through your existing bylaw process, the work associated with grad is complimentary, and that's kind of a historical item that's been in there. But yeah, definitely a little bit more of an uptake in terms of dry floor rentals. And then we did try a little bit of piloting with some ball hockey programming that just was not successful. We don't intend to keep that moving forward. Again, some upticks in lounge. Lounge use is not going all the way through to spring, but it's definitely stretching through till late June. And we're always out there kind of trying to advocate for more use within that dry floor. And it's just kind of a work in progress, a little bit more minimal use.
Thank you, and it's
Yeah.
positive because I mean it's been vacant for far too long, and just through
Absolutely.
the summers,
Yeah.
which seemed to wasteful.
Yeah, and yeah, it remains, it always, we have rates and fees associated for it. We have the ability, on a turnkey to be able to facilitate rentals in there. It's just really drumming up interest. But when we look at other communities, if lacrosse ever took off in this community, then we would have minor hockey style use for the entire summer season. We just need a group to start championing it. That's a perfect example of what many other communities are doing with their arenas in the summertime. Next door at the curling rink, of course, we have a private operator, leasing the curling rink floor for the entire summer season, offering skateboarding camps. And there's well over 200 kids that are going through that programming as well. So we were a part of kind of instigating that arrangement. And so, yeah, we're always looking for ways.
Thank you, Councilor Guillaume.
If I understand correctly, the commercial kitchen in there had been upgraded by the CSRD, or was going to be
The
the
concession.
concession?
So there is a carry forward, which is a capital item, $50,000 for an upgrade. And we went out to bid with that project last year and had no interest. We, in late January, we posted the project in November. We secured a contractor this December. And of course, we can't tackle that work until the ice is out in March, but we do have a contract in place and we intend to use up that carry forward budget this year as a CSRD capital item that I will be leading to upgrade the concession space kitchen.
So is there any kind of inclination on revenues from that space?
It's very minimal. And it's the Rockets has kind of been our standing user of that facility. And while we tried to keep encouraging more of a commercial, we had great success with this during the pre-pandemic, where we had a commercial based operator in that kitchen and they were open for high school lunches and public skates and such. The volume just isn't quite there to make it a viable business at this point. So we only do 1-year contracts for the concession space. I keep the ability to post an RFP for that. So if we actually had a group, kicking the tires that wanted to make more of it, we have that flexibility to have increased rates and increase the contracted service delivery within that space. And definitely freshening that space up will hopefully entice that opportunity a little bit more.
A business opportunity for someone who might be retired. Just following up on that, the capital budget for that, the $50,000. Is that sourced through requisition taxation? Or was that the Community Works Fund?
That conversation goes back 1.5 years ago, and I'm 90% sure that the funding for that came from Community Works, just with my conversations with the area director on this one.
So, and I bring that up just to draw attention to the fact that this is tax dollars, used to be called gas tax dollars, that the electrical area director has and has put them into this shared facility with no request of the town of Golden ratepayers.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
say that with appreciation.
Yeah. And a lot of the justification behind that is just we're a capital heavy facility when we get into ice plant maintenance and rebuilding compressors and all the work that goes in there. So yeah, as staff, we were very grateful for that opportunity to come forward to kind of expedite a project that really is kind of a nice to have, where so many of the other components within that building are critical to keeping the ice on the floor.
Thank you for that. A couple other comments. One comment relative to the other, comparing apples to apples. In some areas, the regional district provides rec services, and I think further down south of Invermere. So it's not just the municipality. It's not always the municipality that provides rec services. In some instances, it is a regional district. I had another question, but I'll go to Councilor Cooper first.
Mine was just in that vein. A few years ago, we didn't have enough people trained for the ice, whatever. I'm not technical to know why about the vapor or whatever, but it was going to be training more people to ensure that we had enough ICE attendance. Do we have more people trained in that category to ensure that we can keep providing the facility? Yeah.
Yeah. Through your worship, we've got 4 regular operators that are certified at the top level of refrigeration operator, and then somebody that'll pinch hit. The foreman's also certified at that level. And then we've got 1 individual, our most junior employee. He's just received his refrigeration safety awareness, which is the first step in the progression up to refrigeration operator.
Excellent. Thank you for
And,
that.
and sorry, and further to that as well, but this past September, there was 4 other individuals or 3 other individuals that completed their tickets. My key year-round staff, so my 2 recreation coordinators and rec lead are also certified with their refrigeration awareness ticket. That's their baseline ticket. And then our janitor ended up taking that course as well, with an opportunity that we lined up with our counterparts in Sycamus. So
We're really covered.
it's well those individuals, the individuals within my team are definitely not trained on Zamboni operations and such. And the main motivation for that training is just if a refrigeration operator needs to leave the building, run to the hardware store or something along those lines, that they actually can, and we can keep staff in the building. But the requirements are ever changing, and so when people have the refrigeration awareness ticket, they can be in the building. But we do have requirements for 8 hours a day of a refrigeration operator to be in the building as well. So we're in a comfortable position right now. But when it comes to training and making sure that we're set up for success, there's always opportunities to be training more people in the refrigeration side of things.
I guess
Follow up?
no, it's good to hear. And then is there a timeline? Like, is it a regular almost thing every 2 years you look at recerting or ensuring you're reviewing staffing levels for training to ensure that we meet this? Because it sounds like we've really increased what we had. So
Do you have that in your budget?
yeah.
The current training budget within there gives us the wiggle room to keep chipping away at this, and keep providing those opportunities for staff to further their tickets. But we're in a good position right now.
Thank you for that. I had one other question with regards to the arena 2-week extension. We projected it was going to cost $30,000 to keep it open, $50,000 a week. We found the actual costs were $21,400. I'm seeing plus or minus. I'm not sure specifically what my question is, but I think I'm going to go down the road. I'm going to go down the road of, do you believe that the cost recovery for those 2 weeks met the 25% hope? Yeah.
Yeah, my back of the napkin calculations were positive. And where we're going with that space, like where we're going with that 2 weeks, like we now, I'm glad we took the process that we did in terms of testing it. It created some hype, it created some demand. And with minor hockey landing provincials this year, it's a great momentum builder. So their buzz and their ambition to be hosting camps and as well with the Rockets with doing some spring training stuff is definitely becoming part of their annual plans. So I have a high degree of confidence that we'll be selling that ice out moving forward on the years that are projected in front of you.
Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Councilor Guillaume?
I was wondering how it affected the operations department, that extra 2 weeks.
Mr. Cochran?
Through your worship, the 2-week extension was on limited hours. It was less than the regular operating season hours of opening. So I think we were running basically outside a 10-hour shift per day. And it was really impacting 2 operators through that period that would have otherwise been doing other things outside.
You asked a question. It's
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah, I was
Going
just-
forward?
Going forward, it's increased, it seems. So is that going to be a problem?
Mr. Cochran?
Through your worship, as far as I'm aware, and Jordan can correct me if I'm wrong, but the intent of the 2-week extension is to sort of operate within the bounds of about a 10-hour shift. I think. Is that right?
Yeah, and our groups are pushing that envelope a little bit, but 10 hours is what we have on the radar for this year. Keeping in mind that we're hosting a provincial based event, and we're just firming up the schedules along with everything else. Current ice dam events fit that 10-hour window.
So this year may be a one-off by virtue of the U18 event, but I'm hearing that the intent is to try and keep it within the confines of that maximum 10 hours so that
Yep.
we can not curtail the work that happens on the operations side. Is that correct?
It's a very delicate dance, and yes, that's the intent for sure.
Thank you for
Just,
that. And thank
it's just meeting some of the demands of the groups and their aspirations to expand. So
That's so politically correct. I love it.
it's been doing this for a little while with this building.
Excuse me. Anything else, council? If not, we're off arena and we're gonna go into the graveyard.
Cemetery services for the town of Golden and Area A. This is a shared service. In the past year, there has been a revised bylaw, and so you will see some increased revenues and some increased contributions to the reserves as well. Everything is remaining relatively steady. There is, let's see here, in 2025, there was an additional budget for contracted and general services that was not utilized. And so there is a decrease in that budget, but an increase as compared to the current year. I think there are still some outstanding invoices at this time of year. We're just waiting to see. But overall, a simple 8% increase to the shared services contribution from both Golden and the CSRD. The transfers to the capital fund are increasing from 20,000 by 3% per year to 2,600 and 21,220 in 2027 and beyond. And then you will see a budget down below for a transfer to the cemetery care reserve. And both of those are, the cemetery care reserve is a trust fund that is a requirement. No other major changes of note at this point in time. Just a renewal.
Okay, thank you. Council, any questions with regards to cemeteries services? Council Manuel?
Just that, several different line items on the operating expenses have gone up significantly, including the total, which is fairly dramatic increase. And well, contracted from the actual to the 2026, it seems to be a fairly large increase. Same with the material supplies and utilities, and then the bottom line. That maybe I missed something, or do we having a project here, or?
Ms. Brown?
So the increase from 25 to 26 overall for operational expenses is 1% between the 69,000 budget and the 2026 budget of 70,000. The contracted and general services budget is maintained at a reasonable level because we can't ever say when we might need more expensive services in terms of digging, depending on what time of year it is. And so we don't want to be caught unaware. It's better to have a reasonable budget initially and not expend it all than to have the opposite be true. And so we are trying to keep that somewhat stable throughout. There is one project in 2027, and it's an additional columbarium, and that is broken out down below. But other than that, it is a relatively stable increase across the board for the operational expenses between 1% and 3%.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So at the onset, you said this is a shared service, and it's shared service operationally, not from a capital perspective, or is it shared service across the board?
So the cemetery services is a service that the land is owned by the town of Golden. And so we provide the service to Golden and Area A. And this is a cost share between Golden and the CSRD Area A. So annually, we prepare the budget. We We have a reserve set aside, so both an expansion reserve as well as a cemetery care reserve. And the contributions to those reserves form a part of this budget. And then on an annual basis, we split that based on modified requisition. And the CSRD would pay their share, which is approximately 52%, and the Golden would pay their share, which is approximately 48%.
Again, kind of a fun, maybe not a fun comment, but you said the land land where the sites are is owned by the town of Golden, except for possibly a couple, 3 sites. Just drawing it out there.
Yes, sir.
Without mentioning any names. Council, any other questions? I am just checking over my notes. Oh, and under revenue, interest and penalties, just not seeing that number yet for 2025 actuals. Why such a discrepancy between budget and actuals, interest and penalties?
Again, that would be a yet to be posted year-end adjustment.
Okay, that's what I figured, but wanted to be sure. Okay. Anything else, council? Yeah. With that, that's the end of page 1. So we're finished the 3 cemetery, protective services, and arena. So staff are looking for a resolution from council. Do we have a draft? Look at that, magically. A draft resolution pops up. Take a second to read that and see if there's somebody willing to move that and second that. Councilor Rutley moving the motion. Resolution, Councilor Manuel seconded it. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor? Opposed? Carried unanimously. With that, there's no new business. And
Move adjourn.
well, and I'm just reading 10A here, may recess.
Okay, sorry.
We covered off all that we needed to cover off for today, so we can actually adjourn this meeting. Motion, oh,
Be
Mr.
coming back tomorrow. So we will recess.
So Councilor Hamburg, I'll take that as a motion to recess until January 14th at 10 a.m.
Okay.
Okay, it says 10 a.m. on here.
5 p.m. I think.
Tell her 5 p.m. actually, yeah.
Okay, so it'll be January 14th at 5 p.m. Okay, moved by Councilor Hamburg, seconded by Councilor Routley. All those in favor? Opposed? We are recessed.